Yo, yo, how's it going? How's it going? Cheers, cheers. Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, possibly even good night. That's right. You guys can't see me yet. Hello, hello, cheers. How's it going? What's up? Pretty low energy today. Honestly, complete honesty, completely honest, guys. I might need you more than you need me today. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it today. I made some tweets this morning to help me hype myself up, to get myself hyped, just to get myself motivated to be here right now to show up for you guys. I was about to not do it. I was about to not go live. I was like, I don't need to do this. I don't need to do this. This right here. This is what we're starting with today. Oh, hey. You probably need this on. Good morning. Good morning. Cheers. I know. It's rough. I know. I'm a little bit off. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay. Let's take a big breath together. Big breath. All right, here we go. Good morning. What is up? I put this tweet thread out. Pretty much how I feel today. Once you understand that nobody cares and you're complaining to empty air, you start going, "Oh, come on!" There's this. My screen. Where's it going? Once you understand that nobody cares and you're complaining to empty air, you start going in a little bit of a different direction. Yeah, I like putting out positivity. The small minority of people that are mad and angry and hateful and dark, next tweet, are much louder than the big percentage of us that are happy and excited and feel great. And because of how technology works, they are much louder now than they've ever been before. Maybe this isn't me right now, but as someone who feels full of bright light and happiness, that means that we need to start getting louder as well. Because that's the only way we're going to come back. It's the only way we're going to come back. That is what's going to get the loudest claps so far from this conversation. That is what we need to be focusing on. I feel more responsibility than ever as someone that's happy and wants other people to be happy genuinely. So, I put this out this morning. It's a Gary Vee quote. If you guys don't know Gary Vee, he's pretty lit. He curses a lot. He's not very PC, but he delivers on the content. If you do anything with any of this, please take on the sense of responsibility. And if you've got good vibes and you feel good, start sharing that content as well. Honestly, I don't have a lot of time. So I don't have a lot of time to turn around and judge and hate on people. I don't get a chance to. If I did have the opportunity and the time to do that, I probably still wouldn't. It'd be a waste of my time. What are we focused on, guys? What are we focused on? Like, what are you looking at? What are you spotlighting? What are you focusing on? That's pretty much how I feel most of the time. I might get irked. I might get upset. I might be like not in the best mood some days, but I try to pay attention to what I give my energy to. I try to pay attention to what I give my energy to. And that's potentially what I think this is. This is a good example. This is a good highlight of the first thing, the first thing that sticks out to me. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares, okay? Nobody cares. I'm going to keep saying that. Once you understand nobody cares, you stop wasting time with that nonsense. Okay. I don't know why, but I feel better now. I feel better. A little bit. I feel a little bit better. Thanks for letting me yell at you. Thanks for letting me yell this tweet at you. Nobody cares. Jeremy's like, nobody cares, dude. Okay, so good morning. Good morning. That's right. I might really like Gary Vee. He's got some good stuff. So the market's down. 268 billion. BTC dominance is up. That's pretty much where we're at. Exactly. Thank you, Cicero. That's exactly what I'm saying. Thank you, Cicero. People often, don't realize how freeing it is. The liberation. Cicero's right. No one cares. Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about it. No one cares. I see people making complaints about stuff that's so petty. It's so petty. Stop wasting time. Deal with it. Do something else. I don't know. XRP! XRP, what happened? What happened, XRP? No. No. Down. It's back down. There was a bump. There was a spike. A pop. There was a pop. And a bounce, if we will. Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Pause my camera. Pause my camera. You guys keep doing you. You guys keep doing you. I forgot. I forgot about this. You guys are... I'm still here. You guys are still there, too. You keep doing you. You got this. You got this. Okay. XRP down 3%. The whole market's down. Everything's in the red. Everything under the top 10 in the red. No big deal, though, right? No big deal. Everything's just kind of free floating. Free floating. Okay, we're back. Okay, we're back. Got this back. Camera back. Okay, okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm trying to email myself something that one of our creators sent. One of the creators sent something, or one of our friends, subscribers. I think we're all friends. Let's just say friends. We're all friends. Someone sent something. Someone emailed me a very cool drawing. I'm trying to get it to myself. 1 second. 1 second. I thought I just emailed it to myself. Okay, 1 second. I'm going to do this again. Hey yo, how's it going? What's going on, everybody? What happened to this email? Okay, so a lot of exciting things happening as far as good news around XRP, but still XRP price dropping. What's happening with that? That small bounce, what was that? What was that bounce? Was that xRapid going live for a brief moment? That's what people are saying. That's what people might be saying. What do you guys think about that? Is that even possible? Is that possible that it could have that much price correlation just from xRapid going live? What do you guys think about that? Okay, this is back. I emailed myself this drawing, so let's see if it comes through. It hasn't come through yet. It might be waiting for the attachment. Okay, okay. So what's happening? What's happening? Waiting for this drawing. I wanted to show you guys that someone drew for a cool character. I liked it. Looking at the overall market, XRP's down 43 cents. Ethereum's down 414. Bitcoin's under 7,600. Bitcoin Cash under 750. EOS $7. Stellar 26 cents. Litecoin $76. Cardano at 13 cents. There you go. That's kind of cool. What's happening with the XRP Spike? XRP Spike. Everyone wants to know. That's really the big question. Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where is XRP headed? Cotton Eye Joe. That's right. That's right. You guys knew where it was. You guys knew it was coming. XRP spikes by 6.7% is SBI Holding trial xRapid in new FX pairs. That's what the opinion of a couple people are. As a couple people are speculating that the recent development occurred right when SBI's FX trade wing offered new trading pairs with anywhere between 30 to 60% savings on fees This represented a parallel with savings demonstrated by using Ripple's xRapid technology. So, there we go. xRapid utilizing XRP as a bridge currency. They also put out a video yesterday. I don't know if you guys watched it. It was on Twitter. Everyone was sharing it. I have it right here. We could watch it. I think most of you guys have probably seen it, but Ripple Labs put out a video yesterday on their YouTube. It's basically highlighting xRapid, how it works. It mentions XRP, etc., etc. So precisely, you know, what is happening with this, we're not really sure. We're not really sure how real that is. But what's going on with you guys? Where's my coffee? That's a good question. Where is my coffee? I have it. I have it. Don't worry. The price didn't jump because of the market.
Can't wait for your invite to the Kung Fun class after XRP blows past the moon and land on Mars. To them, we are Martians.
Kyle, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot to have your support. And I can't wait for a Kung Fun class either. In fact, it's definitely going to have to be called Kung Fun. That's a lit name. I love this idea, the Kung Fun class. Why not? Why not? Plus, you know, I want to make sure that all the XRP holders are well trained in hand-to-hand combat so we can keep our Ledger Nanos safe. That's right. You know, no one can touch your Ledger Nano when you know Tiger Crane technique. So, thank you so much. Kyle, thank you again. Hang in there, nerd. People are sending me love. Thank you so much. Spike may be because of the DCX exchange. Bill Clinton's face is why, because of the spike. You're saying that it could be because of this. You're not sure. Could be possible. Anything's possible. The bounce was due to the news. You guys think the bounce is just due to the random news around XRP? I could believe that as well. I could believe that as well. So many non-believers jumping off buildings once XRP takes off. FOMO will be epic. FOMO will be epic. I agree. Honestly, a lot of news breaking on Twitter these days. A lot of news breaking on Twitter. Motorbike Bias, what are you saying? If there's a 1 to 50 ratio of fiat to crypto market cap, and we can see 2,000K XRP off just 1 trillion of fiat invested, global assets under management is under 150 trillion. 2K XRP, no big deal. No big deal. You sent me a DM on Instagram? Cool. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. A fake bearable guy. How dare he? How dare someone make another account? Bearable guy 123. He's a faker. He's a fake. Guys. Hurry. Hold up. We have a faker. A real faker. What's up with Ripple Riddler on Twitter? I don't know. What's up with him? Is he cool? Does he make good tweets? What's happening with him? So many good comments in here. I'm trying to catch up with you guys' comments. It's hard to go back and forth. Okay, so this observation was basically put forward yesterday. This article came out just 8 hours ago, and it's referencing pretty much the movement, the spike we saw yesterday, this little bubble, this blip that we're seeing in the market. But if you go look, you know, obviously you can see on CoinMarketCap, well, you guys can't see it, but I can see it. The chart right here, it's the exact same to the right. It's got that blip on it. But if we go and look at the actual XRP charts pairing, it's pretty much the same chunk of XRP to CYN that we've had since yesterday. So looking at, again, XRP to the CNY, the CNY instead of CYN. And honestly, this is a huge chunk. This is a huge chunk. And looking at the past history, it hasn't been there before. So it hasn't been there for minutes. Japanese and Korean won pairs with XRP undergoing a large spike in trading volume during the evening of August 1st. So this is pretty much a huge indicator for what people are saying, the reality that people are saying when they're like, it's going to moon overnight. And you know, like you wake up every day and you check it and you're like, nope, didn't happen. Let me check it again. Oh, nope, didn't happen yet. So people say this and you might think like it's not really going to happen. Like it might not happen like that, you think. But it might. honestly, you don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. And looking at them running these tests, or if that is true, if let's just say if this is true, XRP spiked by 6.7% just because of SBI trial xRapid with FX pairs. Let's just say it's true. That's really good. That's really good news. That means that XRP potentially could hit some really cray high prices before the end of the year. Like really big numbers that we can't even speculate at. 2K? Why not? 2K? Why not? Again, looking at more people probably putting money in once it passed its all-time high. Once people start FOMOing, that's potentially the challenge. Miyagi in the room. What's up, Miyagi? Miyagi always drops a link to the subreddit throughout the video. He does that because he's awesome. And that's where I posted that image. Arena3 is asking about where that image is for the millionaire by percentage of XRP. How many XRP do you need to be a millionaire, etc.? I posted that graphic in the subreddit. So there's a post in the subreddit that basically has that graphic in there. So you can go check it out. It's in our subreddit if you want that graphic. Why Wall Street's king of crypto is bracing for another Bitcoin breakout. Look at the intro. What up that? What is up with that? Thank you, Miyagi. Thank you so much. So there's the subreddit if you guys want the image that has the millionaires by percentage on that. And don't forget to thank Whites and Galgatron on Twitter. I suspect the numbers, statistics are being messed with by forces unknown to hide the increasing activity on XRP. Maybe it's Ripple pulling and pushing XRP from escrow to try to keep the price stable. That would be interesting. That would be interesting if they did do that. Maybe. I don't know. Why not? Why not? Why not? Silver derivatives. And the SBI derivatives. That's what we were doing a video about. I didn't finish it. It probably should have been launched this morning before this live stream. But SBI derivatives being launched, that's really big news. That's really big news. And SBI is also into Bitcoin Cash. SBI also moved to put a lot of their Bitcoin Cash mining efforts into like renewable energy. That's pretty cool. So silver derivatives can crash markets. Look up a video, Discovering the Road to Ruta. And what he's talking about, basically what Philip's talking about is the manipulation of these markets. Like when silver, I think when uranium, I think a couple other things, like a couple other commodities, you can go read up on the history of some of these commodity markets and see how they've been manipulated and how they've been tampered with in the past. So it's interesting to look at that information. Robert says he's subscribed. He says he's finally joining the Kung Fu Army. Hello, welcome, welcome, cheers. Welcome to the Kung Fu Army. Brother from a different mother. Nobody knows silver derivatives are a scam. Well, that's true. A lot of those commodity derivatives are, I think, a lot of just ways for people to make money betting, on those contracts. The calls and puts, and all that stuff. It's just a huge money-making machine. It's a huge money-making machine. All we can do is speculate. That's true. You got to go back to work. Farewell, Cisco. Farewell. We'll see you next time. Nobody even knows. Hello, hello. Welcome, friends. Welcome, welcome, Laxthor. So everything's still very speculative. We don't know what's happening with the SBI volume. No one knows what's happening with the pairings, what the reality with that is. The Ethereum price analysis, if we look at this next article, it's got Ethereum and Cardano and XRP price analysis, but really, looking through that earlier, it's just it's a bracket parameter. Nothing too precise there. This is actually pretty real. No one is using Bitcoin to buy things. No one is using Bitcoin to buy things. If you're one of the many people who have bought Bitcoin, it's quite unlikely you've actually used it to buy things. That's probably true. It's probably true. What does this mean? What does this mean if people aren't using it to buy something? I almost want to pull up Roger Ver's tweet from yesterday. Happy birthday, Bitcoin Cash. Belated birthday again. where it shows the transaction volume, our transactions on Bitcoin being down and Bitcoin Cash being up. Because, yeah, Bitcoin's bleeding. Bitcoin's hurting, for sure. It's real. Square made a tiny profit. Square actually made a tiny profit on Bitcoin and says it won't be a money engine anytime soon. So Square brought in $37 million in the second quarter, but the company also spent $36 million to offer it, meaning it made a total of $420,000. $420,000 profit. So they generated $37 million in revenue on Bitcoin in the second quarter, but spent almost as much to offer free trading of the volatile cryptocurrency. So not big profit margins there for them. Not really big profit for Square and Circle Cash App. Not a lot of profit there. I'm already looking into real estate after XRP moons. That's smart. There's only so much land on the planet. And honestly, there's a growing issue. I don't know who did this. I don't know who convinced millennials of this, but I always talk to millennials and they're like, nah. Buying property, it's a scam. I'm like, a scam for who? A scam for who? Like, the government somehow has convinced millennials that they don't want to buy property. People are like, nah, I'll just rent forever. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Literally the only thing we have a limited supply of that you could possibly buy on Earth, land, you can actually buy it, you don't want it. Someone's convinced you it's not worth buying land. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is that? It's honestly one of the craziest things ever. Working inside as the in-house marketer at Front Porch Realty, you realize people are all kinds of crazy. When it comes to buying houses, it's a really big decision. Buying land, it's a big decision. It's very emotional, etc., etc. But the reality is that for some reason, people have been convinced, the government has somehow convinced people that they do not want to buy land. And there's a paradox there. There's a paradox where, sure, you don't want to buy land in a bubble. You don't want to buy land if the market bubbled, but most metros are growing exponentially, and like the small, the small rural areas are dying. Especially in the United States, the rural America is dying. It's dying fast. So the fact they're convincing a lot of those rural areas, Monsanto's moving in and buying all that land up, and most of those people can't even compete. Most of those people can't even compete anymore, so they end up selling their property and they move into the city and they work for a corporation, and then that's the plan. That's the plan. So don't sell your property unless you're going to buy more. I don't know. Maybe sell it for a good price so you can buy more. I don't know. Land from which you can eat. Exactly. Yeah. If you have land that you can grow crops on, that's cray awesome. Cray awesome. If you start a business on the XRP ledger, you can make money on both sides. Business and appreciation of the asset. This is true. I agree 100%. Amy Ortiz is also a real estate agent, and she says, government wants the properties. That's true. Government does want the properties. If someone had a coin backed by proof of work and physical gold, silver, I'm sure it would take off with older generation that disbelieves in crypto. Robert, you're probably right. You're right. There's definitely like a unique combination for some of the conservative, people that are more interested, possibly more interested in those legacy investment systems. Exactly. In Austin, honestly, when I was in high school, if I would have buckled down and bought a house, they were pretty cheap back when I was in high school, I could have turned it around for 4 to 5, 6 times profit easy. But when I was in high school, I was like, I don't want to buy a house. Who wants to buy a house in high school? I don't need to work more for a house right now. Well, if I would have, the houses when I was in high school were so cheap in Austin that would have been crazy, crazy. And we fly highs talking about Airbnb, and you're right, people do that as well. People buy houses just to Airbnb them. Kyle's saying the bubble's about to pop. Bubble! They are saying that. People that watch the stock markets, they're saying there's going to be a big correction this year. The big correction this year. And Orlando, I like what Orlando's saying. He said the argument for not buying land is because mortgage/interest rates are too high and renting is cheaper. You can buy with cash. It's great. And that's true. The mortgage rates are rough. And if you are going to end up paying more in the long run, then that might be, maybe it's not a good investment. But the reality is that at the end of the day, either you're developing a liability or you're developing an asset. So a lot of times, like the fact that we need a house to live in and we don't own one, that's it's rough. If you don't own a house, if you own your house and you are fortunate enough to own another house and you can rent it out, that is an asset. That is an asset. So it's definitely worth developing assets more than liabilities. So before I'm trying to answer you guys' questions and pay attention to what's being said in the chat, but also looking at before the bomb hits, why the race is on to alter Ethereum's economics. Why the bomb might hit and the race is on to alter Ethereum's economics. There's a total of 6 Ethereum improvement proposals. One of the improvement proposals that they're making is to switch Ethereum over to partially proof of stake. Partially proof of stake. That's pretty crazy, right? Oh, Calvin Durant, I just saw your question. Dude, I'm so on the fence about taking half my BTC holdings and putting it into BCH. I'm about to just like A/B split test that bad boy. I'm about to A/B split test it. Because honestly, the more I look at it, the more I'm like, I don't know if Blockstream is just going to strangle Bitcoin. I don't know if Blockstream is just going to strangle Bitcoin until there's no profitability for the miners and it tanks. And honestly, looking at the BCH transaction volume, it looks pretty strong. And looking at the BCH transaction costs, it's pretty low. It's pretty low. The house you live in is a liability. That's true. Lambo, you're right. The house you live in is a liability. Only a liability if you pay a mortgage, says Robert. Okay. Back and forth. That's true as well. Yeah, exactly. If you owe on it, it's a liability. What did you miss, Mr. Pace? You missed speculation about why XRP went so high. We don't really know. You know what? Honestly, Moonboy Prime, I hear a lot of you guys calling out about BCH being a shill coin, and I have some friends, I have some fam and some friends that think BCH is scam coin as well. The only thing that recently really made me kind of pay attention to BCH again was, guess who? SBI. SBI has a huge mining facility devoted just to BCH. If we trust SBI because of their commitment to XRP as a base currency, why don't we trust SBI with their move on BCH? Why would we not trust them on their move for BCH? So they've devoted their mining to completely BCH. They've devoted their mining to basically be wind powered, I think. Craig Wright is obnoxious. But that's not who. And Roger Ver is definitely crazy too. But that's not who. That's not who is in charge of BCH. That's not BCH. They're just people. They're just people that are in the space. I mean, Craig Wright, I have no idea what he's doing. Roger Ver, I feel like a little bit more compassionate for Roger Ver after he publicly supported XRP the other day. And we also know he holds a bunch of XRP. BCH, its only use case is to move BTC value. Other than the number of coins, BTC has control. Lacking tech and unknown Satoshi owning majority seems untrustworthy to invest in me. Miyagi, are you saying it's untrustworthy to invest in BTC or BCH? Please tell me more. Don't do it BTC all the way. So you're saying don't do my AB split test? You're saying BCH is not cool? It's not cool. I noticed that too, Henrik. I noticed that some BCH people are starting to support XRP. I think that they've come around. It's a win-win. Yeah. Yeah, BCH and XRP might be the new BTC and ETH. ETH. That's right. I think Cicero's right. That might be the truth. You will always hold one Bitcoin. That's honorable. That's respectful. I agree. There's a potential there. There's still potential. So, it's hard to say. It's hard to say what's going to happen. Do you realize the spike coincides with the Bill Clinton announcement? And that's exactly what this article says. They said that they think, honestly, a lot of that... Oh, this isn't even the right article. This is a different article. They're saying they think that as well. It correlates with the news around XRP. They're saying that this is the news of the day. And honestly, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know if Arthur Brito is even real. I don't even know if that guy is real. I have no idea. Like, there's no photos of him. He doesn't exist other than on paper when he's creating legendary blockchain tech. He doesn't exist. He is the co-founder of PolySign. That's true. He also is a co-founder of Ripple Labs or Ripple Coin or whatever. So yeah, it's hard. It's interesting to look at that. Lambos suck. I'm getting a Tesla. Me too. Me too. They are connected. What's connected? Brito and Ripple? It's hard to say. The BCH BTC argument is so hard to say. It's kind of like it falls kind of into the same area of the XRP argument. Like, maybe there's some reality to the arguments, and maybe the tech is better, but it comes down to marketing, and it comes down to adoption and people believing in it and using it, etc., etc. It's hard to say. Clinton is launching his own crypto. Really? Really? Are you sure? Yeah, Arthur Brito, I don't know who that guy is. I don't know where he went. I have no idea. Arthur Brito is listed in a few lawsuits. That's true. What was the identity coin you mentioned yesterday? It was called DOC. They just added it to Binance. It was called DOC. Like that. It was called DOC, like that. BTC dominance is headed towards 49%. That's crazy. And looking at volume today, XRP dropped below Litecoin again. So whatever happened yesterday that pushed that volume up, it lost it. It dropped below Litecoin again. So XRP volume down to 221 million, and we're at 43 cents. No big deal. Biggest change in 24 hours, Kick Coin at number 1, and Wan Chain in the big red. Wan Chain in the red. Biggest loser in the top 100 is Wan Chain. Tesla chromed out. I want an old school Ferrari. I'm waiting for someone to start tearing apart old school Ferraris and putting Tesla parts in them. That's what I'm waiting for. And then I'll buy one, a Tesla-Rari. That's what I want. Rothschild is an XRP holder? Of course. Of course. Why not? I'm stressed that when I get really rich, how will I tell my family? Because I know they will all want a part of it. That's a tough question. That's something that you are on your own, my friend. You are on your own. Best of luck with that. I'm just going to tell my family no. I'm going to be like, no. I'm going to be like, yeah, no. No, there's definitely a quality, a philanthropic quality to being wealthy. That's very cool. But also there's a reality to, like, most every single person that's well off, aside from people who were given like a trust or given like a, whatever, some kind of huge, the word's escaping me, but a family inheritance or something like that. Aside from that, most people that get really wealthy is because they learn how to success. They learn how to succeed in their grind, and they kill it. They kill it. And so, what were we just looking at? How exactly will you tell your family? Oh yeah, it's hard. You know, like sometimes it's not that beneficial to give people everything. You know, like sometimes people need to work for things for themselves. They need to put the time and effort in and develop skills for themselves. So get a DeLorean. Amy, that would be the best. If I could get a DeLorean and put Tesla parts in it, that'd be sweet. That'd be sweet. No big deal. No big deal. We fell down the Ripple hole. What is up? What's up? How's it going? Yoshitaka Katao's Q2 results. Make a business and tell them what to do. Make a business and hire them. That's actually rough. Hiring your friends and family is rough. XRP 1000 Bones is saying Ripple is using Bill Clinton and Madonna. That means Ripple is connecting to the Illuminati, which sucks, but it shows that Ripple will succeed. Interesting. Interesting. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say. I'm going to say maybe. Crypto Love and I were talking about that the other day. Crypto Love and I were talking about that the other day. You know, like, what is the reality that we've actually started to back the NWO? Like, what's the reality that we actually started supporting the NWO and the Rothschilds and the Illuminati? Like, are we now part of what we used to think we were fighting against? And that's potentially a good question. Honestly, I can't tell you for sure. And in reality, I don't know if we can ever say, I don't know if we can ever say in reality that those conspiratorial groups ever actually have that much control. I've moved away from that, okay? I'm letting go of that idea. I know a lot of you guys like that, the big idea of the conspiracies and the world domination, NWO, etc., etc. And you know, there are realities to the fact that small groups of people, inner circles of elite people have made decisions that affect the rest of the world for a long time. I'm not going to argue with that. I'm not going to argue with that at all. I'm going to argue just the fact that chaos theory is real. And you then never know. Like, even if there is some small inner circle of people working together for some world-dominating NWO, there's still positions and alignments and allegiances and allegiances. What is that word? Allegiances and partnerships inside that sphere that it's not set in stone. It's not concrete. They are themselves playing Game of Thrones inside their own room, right? So they might not be this complete functioning same face. You know, like there might be some discrepancies internally, and in the long run, I think that everybody has some ideas of like some type of elite ruling the world. So, what if we did get in on the right train? What if we bought the right ticket at the right time? Calvin's like, as long as we get rich, it's cool. As long as we get rich. And in reality, people have said before, I've seen people ask before in the past, like, what if this doesn't happen? What if none of us get rich and XRP doesn't take off because they don't want us few people to be rich? And when you look at the numbers and when you look at the possibilities, like, nah, they don't care. They don't care about us. There's too few of us for them to care. There's too few of us. Even if they took every single XRP holder and made them a millionaire, like every single person, even the people who have like 100 XRP, if every single person that even has like 100 XRP or more became a millionaire, that would only be 500,000 people. There's already 36 millionaires in the world. 36 million millionaires in the world. Not just 36. 36 million millionaires in the world. So yeah, if you can't beat them, join them. The possibility that we've stumbled into and found a ticket to support a payment rail that possibly is powered by world elite that you're deeming the Illuminati, it's all true. It's all true. 100% true. And in reality, the stories we tell ourselves are the ways we phrase these conversations kind of helps give us a perception of what's happening. It might not be as cut and dry. It might not be as black and white as like this group, Illuminati, is looking to control the masses over here. You know, like there might be something actually happening there that's for the better of society. What if the people in these small rooms, the Illuminati or the Black Skull, or you would Dark Skull or whatever, Skull and Bones. What if those groups actually had your best interest in mind? I know, it sounds crazy. But what if they're doing their best? I know. You're probably like, no, they're not. They're not doing their best. They're not. Well, guess what? Make your own super secret cool group, and you take over the world then, and see how well that works. I'm waiting. Oh, it's not happened yet. Okay, so the fact that the power structure is the way it is, we can't fight it, right? The power structure is the way it is just because that's how it is now. And sure, we can work to change it if you want. And we can work to like make an effort to make a difference in the world. But every single system that's functioning right now, it's functioning because we have people in them. Every single system that works and functions and continues and self-propagates, it only works because people are in it. What is self-propagation? If it doesn't self-propagate, it will stop functioning. It will cease to exist. That's a rule of nature. In nature, if it doesn't self-propagate, it ceases to exist, right? So any system that doesn't have people in it, any system that doesn't self-propagate, it ceases to function. So maybe we should pay a little bit of attention and give credit to the people that do. If they have had a secret group running successfully for over 100 years, touche, hurrah, okay? You did it, guys. You made a really cool club none of us know about. Good work. Do they care if 500,000 people become millionaires? No, they don't. Because with that payment rail and with the success of the Digital Asset and Banking Security Acts, all that stuff, they've just pretty much pwned the world. That's called world pwning. They don't care. They don't care if 500,000 people become millionaires. They're just gonna like tout, the success of the system. They'll just tout the success of the system. So, what are you guys chatting about? I went off on a rant. Rant over. What are you guys asking? Zero direction. There's no direction. Illuminati is going to crash crypto, buy while it's cheap, then use blockchain to restart the market. Look, make multi-million XRP, won't wake up until NWO is in their face. That's right. Most people won't believe the NWO is real until they're signing up for their world chip. Most people probably won't believe the NWO is real until they're like in the world court. Did y'all know Buzz Lightyear holds XRP? Yo, Buzz Lightyear and I go way back, bro, way back. Crypto Justin has a really good point. If you can hold it to 1 million, you'll do a great job. It's hard. It's so hard. Emotions are real. Because every time it's going to take a run, fear is going to creep in. It's going to hit $100, and you're going to be like, oh, should I sell? Because it might not ever go past 100. It's going to hit $10, and you're going to be like, oh, should I sell it? So it's going to be hard. It'll be very hard. We're all worried about like how high it'll go. How high will you be able to hold on to it? How high will you be able to hold on to it? It's all about the Freemasons. Did you know Buzz admitted he didn't go to the moon? That's crazy. That's crazy. It's painfully obvious the focus of crypto in the US is on institutional money. We, the early adopters, are going to be overlooked and benefit from our timing. I agree, Roger K. I think so as well. I think, honestly, the likelihood is that there's so many people not in it, so many people not aware of this transition, that there's still so much money for them to make by using these systems. They don't care about a few million people being rich. Even if 1 million people became millionaires, that's only another million on top of the already 36 million millionaires in the world. Not a big deal. Not really a big deal. Keep in mind, I like this. XRP's perseverance is right. Ripple Labs could fail, but XRP will still be here. Like, Ripple Labs could fail, and XRP will still be running. Still running. Still running. Was it confirmed that you can buy XRP on Robinhood? No, you can't. You can't. One of you guys signed up, though, and I got a new Sprint stock. Thank you so much. That was amazing. That's right. If you guys want free stock, I get free stock, too. It's a win-win. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to do anything other than sign up and I think put your bank account info in. The link's in the description to get your Robinhood, to get into Robinhood. It's free, and it gives you a free stock. I got a Sprint stock, which was about $5 worth. And I actually put up, I think I sold 2 Sprint stocks from a few days ago and put them into, what did I put it into? Bitcoin, I think. There you go. I think I bought some Bitcoin. I'm selling at 1K. Oh, you're selling 1,000 XRP when it hits $20. That's okay. It's good to have a game plan. It's good to have a game plan. That'll probably help you from making weird decisions in the moment. You know, like if you have a plan, like I'm going to wait for this price and sell this percentage. I'm going to wait for this price and buy back in at this percentage, knowing that there's probably going to be some cycles. There probably will be some cycles. Supporting XRP cannot be any much more different than spending American dollars. Okay. You're right. I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. We retail investors, our new subscriber today, Robert, one of our new subscribers today. I think we had another young lady join. We retail investors might be overlooked, but they will still have to pay our price per coin when it moves. Burn. Burn. Bitcoin's going to get wrecked soon. I keep trying to tell people about this. About the possibility for Bitcoin to have some real issues. Death spiral, etc. Death chain spiral, profitability issues, Lightning Network, not succeeding, off-chain transactions. I try to warn people about that. But in reality, because there's so much, and we said this before in the past, we say this a couple times, usually a video now, because there's so much money in these, there's enough money in Bitcoin, they could still make it work. They can always pivot. The pivot is real. The pivot is real. The fact that, we just don't know. They could still pivot. They could still turn it around. They could just decide tomorrow, like, we're going to up our block size. That's right. No big deal. And I think that's fine. Robert, you are right. You cannot send... Robinhood, the app, does not let you send crypto in or out. You cannot send it in or out. I don't know if that's going to change in the future. That might be something that changes in the future, but as of right now, you cannot send XRP in or out of their wallet. BTC is going to be around forever. Lambo, you are right. Lambo, you're right. BTC will be around forever, but I don't know if it'll have the type of pairing through exchanges and dominance around if it, if it doesn't clean up its act. I'm not going to say it won't do anything, but it needs to make some changes. There needs to be a pivot in BTC because the Lightning Network doesn't look like it's that cool, and the off-chain transactions is not that cool. And, maybe it's a perfect A/B split test. Maybe Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash will just function next to each other for years to come, and that's okay too. That's okay too. We have 200 people in the room. 200 people in the room. Cheers. Good morning. I'm glad that we did this. I'm glad we did this. I needed you guys today. I needed you more than you needed me, I think, today. And thank you. Thank you for showing up. It means a lot. I appreciate your support. Smash that like button. Smash that like button. That's right. So, looking at the handshake revealed, VCs plan to back a giveaway of $100 million in crypto. $100 million giveaway. Interesting. I'm trying to look through this article and see where it talks about the giveaway. So all told, Handshake aims to give $250 worth of its tokens to users of websites like GitHub and the Peer-to-Peer Foundation. 200 people in here and we only have 4 likes? Guys, like the freaking video. What the holy bleep is going on? We have 200 lurking haters? Or you guys actually like this content? Like the freaking video. Like it. Dab. Like. That's right. Done. Smash the like. Move on. We're not going to go live tomorrow if you guys don't start liking these. Okay, 71. Okay, 71. Okay, 70's all right, I guess. 70. What's that? 35%. 35% of you actually like the video. No big deal. It's okay. It's okay. You know what? I don't need support. I don't need encouragement. I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing from you. Okay, please like the video. Please, please like the video. Okay. All told, Handshake wants to give away money. I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm looking for the link. Where do I send you my wallet? Where do I send you my wallet? No? There's no wallet address? Okay. All right. All right. Let's refresh this bad boy. We lost a little bit of BTC dominance inside this 50 minutes. We basically have not seen anything really happen price-wise. Momentum inside the prices is nothing. There's no momentum. There's no upward movement in the prices. We have XRP charts. We're still looking at this CYN. One of the biggest things really was this CNY. I keep saying CYN. CNY paired to XRP right here. And that's a pretty big chunk of volume. That's a lot of volume, actually. And we already said yesterday, we looked at this wallet address. It said there was too many trust lines. Too many trust lines for us to even look at it. Too many trust lines to look at. It's interesting to look at for sure. And you know what? I go back and forth. I go back and forth a lot. I think BTC might forever be the new digital gold. And BCH might be like the gold cash. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I know people have seen the video, and I know people have seen plenty of videos and seen plenty of articles that are like, XRP is a diamond. XRP is a diamond. I have a whole video I want to talk about that idea with. But in reality, yeah, what other coins are there? What other rocks are there on the earth? There's a lot of rocks. There's a lot of rocks on the earth. So we have a lot of potential other coins. A lot of potential other coins. This is actually why I'm willing to consider that there may be a benevolent aspect to the NWO, because some can't deal with abstract stuff and do need a framework to function in. Thank you, Philip Tetro! That's right. Every live stream, one person might get a yell, shout out because of a good comment, and that is one right there. Philip is right. Is it so hard to entertain the possibility that someone else might have a clue of what's going on in the world? That someone else might have a clue of how these huge geopolitical movements and positions affects everyone else. It's almost like ripples on a pond. Sorry about that time I yelled. I didn't mean to. My mic was turned up. Sorry. The diamond comment was an attempt to use that as an insult. I agree, Sean. You're right. They attempted to use that analogy as an insult, but in reality, like, who doesn't want a diamond, right? It doesn't matter, like, what they say. Who doesn't want a diamond? And then when you think about all the other stones in the earth, there's a lot of other stones. You know, there's a lot of stones. You can pull gold out all day long. You can pull all kinds of stones all day long out of the earth. There's a lot of possibilities there. So, yes. Is it that hard to believe that possibly an NWO could deal with some really big things that the individuals are not ready to have a conversation about, that the individuals are not ready to make decisions about? Potentially, yes, I think so. XRP will be digital gold and replace dollar as reserve. BTC was probably intended for China to take dominance over USA. Ripple is ensuring that USA will stay relevant, and NWO is not able to move forward. Well, that's an interesting twist. That's an interesting twist. I kind of always feel like the NWO is paired more historically through the European government and royal family, but maybe it's part of Asia and Russia. I have no idea. That's an interesting comment. I appreciate your input. Now, run through. Let's do a quick run through. Debuke says, I have a big bag of XRP and I have $500 that I want to buy more crypto. Should I put it in XRP or should I put it in Cardano or Stellar since they might be listed on Coinbase and that will shoot up? Wow. Oh, thank you for reminding me. That's actually something I really wanted to talk to you guys about. I was thinking about this today. It's really hard to say. Your question basically is saying, is something else going to run up before XRP? Is something else going to hit a strong high return before XRP? And the answer to that is I have no idea. Maybe. It's a good question though. And that's one of the questions you can see. I see what you're asking. And I see what you're asking is you're looking at how to optimize your returns. Optimize the possibility of your returns. So yeah, maybe Ethereum Classic could be a really strong move if and when they list Ethereum Classic on Coinbase and it takes a run. Then yeah, exactly. That would be really strong because you would have made money and then you could take your earnings and keep it in Ethereum Classic and take your original $500 and put it into XRP. And so that's very true. It's a very good question. Woo! Kyle, thank you so much. Keep showing support, guys. That's true. It's true. You should definitely keep showing support. Thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate it. It means a lot. It means a lot. So your question basically is like, will you be able to make money on another coin and then put your returns into XRP? Potentially, yes. Potentially, yes. You could do that. Looking at this coin, 10% up in 24 hours. Looking at this coin, 10% up in 24 hours. XRP's down, 3-4%. So yeah, if you would have yesterday moved into Kitcoin and sold today at your 10% gain and then turned around and put that into XRP, then yeah, that would have been a win. I have no idea what this is. I'm not endorsing this at all. Kick ICO. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know about that. So let's do a review, and then I got to get back to work. Let's do the review. So where are we at? XRP spikes by 6.7%. Is SBI Holdings trial with xRapid in their new FX pairs? Question mark. Is this what the catalyst? XRP spikes by 6.7%. Is SBI Holdings trialing xRapid in their new FX pairs? Was nice question.
Was BG123 Ripple using guerrilla marketing?
Yes, definitely. It's a good question. Spread the standard, Sean. What do you know about guerrilla marketing? That's a good question, and yes, I think that potentially there is a lot of things like that. That if you look at the entire ecosystem around Ripple is pretty well thought out. I don't know if it's all part of their team or if it's all part of just like a group effort of people that understand marketing and understand these concepts and the intrigue of a consumer. That's a really good point. And potentially I noticed that the more and more I look around at the space, there is definitely a lot of foresight put into Ripple Labs and XRP. So yeah, I think that they definitely did take that into consideration. Yeah, strategic, very strategic for sure. So run through the update for the, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sean. I appreciate it. It means a lot. I appreciate your support. 789, woo! XRP Spike, that's the question everyone's wondering. There was basically this pop or a bounce. So it was dropping. We had this huge run, 5-6% run, and then now it's down a little bit. Speculation that might have been xRapid being toggled on and off. Basically, no one's using Bitcoin to buy things. This is what I was talking about with, we all think Bitcoin is going to keep going up to 25K, 50K because people tell us that. But, is Blockstream strangling their own network to death, trying to make these payment channels off-chain for them to make fees, etc., etc.? Will that work? That's a good question, and one I do not know the answer to. Square makes tiny profit. This was basically Square saying we made $37 million selling and buying Bitcoin for people, and we made about $420,000 total. We made $420,000. That was that update for today. And before the bomb hits, why the race is on to alter Ethereum economics. One of the biggest things that they want to alter is they want to change from proof of work to partially proof of stake. I don't know how they're going to do that. I don't know why or how, what it would look like. I have no idea. They also want to make the blocks easier for miners to find, meaning that Ether rewards currently at 3 must be decreased along with the delay to ensure that the currencies produce the same rate. So there's a lot of changes that they think they want to make. Basically, looking at them bringing in more enterprise level, production or enterprise level interest, and then being able to appease those parties, appease those interested parties. This handshake revealed they want to give away a bunch of crypto. That sounds good to me. I think I'll take some. Looking at where you can get some, it says that you can get $250 worth of its tokens by being on websites like GitHub, the peer-to-peer foundation, and Freenode, a chat channel for peer-to-peer projects, meaning these developers could all receive up to $750 worth of tokens. So if you're a developer, keep developing, keep working, keep doing your thing. You will get rewarded possibly just for being your beautiful, amazing self. Beautiful, amazing self. That's right. We already covered this Square Bitcoin integration. That was the, they saw $37 million in revenue, but they only made $420,000. Only $420,000. Woo!
APPL just hit 1T market cap. 1. Congrats to APPL holders. 2. Now the world is emotionally ready for Ripple to be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap company. And 3. Thanks KFN for what you do.
Thank you. No, thank you so much. Motorbike Bias, I appreciate not only the financial support, but also the very, very relevant comment. I agree 100%. If you guys did not know, or if you don't follow Apple stocks, that is huge. That is very big. Apple stock hitting a trillion market cap is a big indicator of potential moving forward. And then looking at, I like how you said emotionally ready for Ripple. Very smart. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Yeah, preparing the world stage. Emotionally ready for Ripple to be a multi-trillion-dollar market cap company. And why? Well, because overall they provide a little bit more integral services through payment rails than Apple does with their consumer products. Just a little bit more. Ripple Labs just offers a little bit more than Apple. No big deal. Did I say Ripple Labs? I meant Ripple Labs. Ripple Labs! So thank you so much, Motorbike, and I agree. And thank you. Thanks for being here. So we looked at this XRP chart also. We were looking at the XRP to CNY and what that means, the volume we saw in the last... This is in 24 hours. This is inside 24 hours, guys. That's really big. I'm not sure if I tried to look at the historical data for yesterday, and it was a little bit less. A little bit less. So that's pretty substantial increase from... If we look at the 31st, $230,000 moving through this, and live 24 hours, $1,240,000 moving through this. So, wow, a huge uptick, and potentially, if that is what did this 6% bump, and if that was xRapid toggling on and off, then we can see it very possibly might be a wake up the next day, sometime in the next week, and XRP has hit a huge moonshot. And I don't know if you guys want to set indicators or if you want to set reminders for yourself. That's potentially possible. It's potentially very possible. And I was just on Ripple's Twitter looking around for any new tweets and any news, and I couldn't really find anything too crazy. But I did put up this tweet yesterday, and it's a question. It's a questionnaire. Oh, Roger Ver is doing some tweeting. Hey, Roger Ver. Hey, Roger Ver. Okay, so I put up this poll yesterday, and it was, why do you XRP? Why do you XRP? But why XRP? Get rich, the tech, I'm full-on thropist. If anybody can tell me what that is right now, comment what that is. Comment what a full-on thropist is, and I'll send you XRP. And then the last one, Schwarzenegger. So last one, Schwarzenegger. It looks like 72% of people are in XRP because they want to get rich. They want to get rich. 16% of people are in because they believe in the tech, which, I mean, that's kind of like the same thing. I guess you could say, like, I guess I'm saying, are you more interested in the tech because of its revolutionary tech, or are you more interested in the return of your investment because of the tech? You know, which one's more exciting? So 16% putting their interest in the technology itself. 2% said that they're full-on thropists. 2% said they're full-on thropists. Slip and slida got it. Slip and slida got it. That's right. There's no other word that ends in thropist. So it's a full-on thropist. A philanthropist. That's right. I stole that from It's Always Sunny. When Charlie goes on that date and he's like, they're like, Charlie, tell her you're a philanthropist. You know, girls love philanthropists. And she's like, what do you do? He's like, I'm a full-on rapist. I was like, oh my God. I feel bad that I even just said that right now, but it was funny. She's like, what? What? Charlie's character in It's Always Sunny, man. He's funny. So the Schwarzenegger's last choice. Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger last choice. The tech does support the reality of getting rich. That's true. The tech does support the reality of getting rich. And Schwarzenegger, not funny. Ghosty's like, not funny. Yeah, it's not funny. I agree. I'm not saying that is funny. But the show is funny. The show is funny. And sometimes, like, I think Schwartz is one of the reasons that people are interested in XRP, because he does have a lot of respect in the crypto space. A lot of respect in the crypto space, I think Schwartz does. So Schwarzenegger getting 10%, I like that. I like all Schwarzenegger. So that is up. We've got 12 retweets on that bad boy. Looking at why do you want to get into XRP? Because you want to get rich. When I realize a lot of people want to be in XRP because they want to get rich, sometimes that makes me assess, like, what else could we do? Like, what else could we do to be rich? You know, like, to be better off. And there's like a few things. I'm just going to say this one thing before we end today's live stream, which I appreciate you all so much for showing up. I needed you again today more than you probably needed me. And exciting news for XRP. Exciting news for XRP. That bump, that pop, all the good news around it, but then the entire market still being down. We're still kind of just like in the air, a lot of speculation. And in reality, signing off with the idea of staying rich, staying wealthy. You know, in America, we will spend over like some billions of dollars on healthcare a year that we don't really need. So if you want to stay wealthy, if you're really voting get rich on this chart, one of the best things you can do is take care of yourself. Take care of yourself so you don't have to spend a bunch of money on healthcare or something like health related in your old life, in your elderly years. And I know it's a very serious topic. I know it's serious, and I know sometimes we shy away from serious stuff. And I know this channel, I like to keep it funny and entertaining, but we have to be able to look at the reality of things sometimes and take it seriously. So if you are shying away from the reality that you don't want to address your personal health, do so. Find out what works for you. Everyone has their own suggestion, and everyone has their own idea of what to do, and everyone wants to sell you something. Everyone wants to sell you a package or sell you the idea of, like, buy my package, buy my book, buy my route, buy my training thing, buy my diet, buy. Don't buy. Don't buy just move. Just move your body. Just move your body. Sweat every day. That's one of the best things you can do, is sweat every day. One of the best things I remember seeing is this quote. I don't know who it was, but it might have been like the Pope or something. Or no, it was the Dalai Lama, talking about how we trade. I should go look it up. Let's go look it up, this quote, before we bounce. Because I'm going to butcher it. And normally I don't butcher quotes, so that would not be cool. Dalai Lama quote, trade our health. I do yoga every day. Dang, Jake, my boy, what's up? This quote right here really speaks to me. It's definitely a very powerful quote. If I've already lost you and you guys are out, don't leave. Listen to this. It's important. When the Dalai Lama was asked what surprised him most about humanity, this is what he said. Man surprises him most about humanity. Because he sacrifices his health in order to make money. He sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. He then is so anxious about the future, he does not enjoy the present. The result being he does not live in the present or the future. He lives as if he's never going to die, and then dies having never really lived. Let that sink in. And take that into consideration. Take that into consideration. He who sacrifices his health in order to make money and then sacrifices his money to recuperate his health. It's a cycle, guys. It's a cycle. And we're looking at chasing perfection. I say this a lot, chasing perfection. We're looking at the idea of refining yourself and being better every day. There's a reality to the possibility that we have a potential of wealth already in our grasp. The potential of wealth already in our grasp. And, you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. I will Twitter this right now. I'll Twitter this. I don't know if it'll fit. I'm just going to copy paste it. Copy paste to Twitter. No, I want the tea. Give me the tea. I'm tweeting it right now. Tweeting it just because. Oh, I didn't tweet it. Oh, I can't. It's too much, guys. It's too much. It's too long of a quote. Let's take out this part, and let's take out this part. When asked about humanity, let's make it 2 tweets. There you go. Tweeting up a storm over here. Tweeting up a storm over here I am. So that's potentially, I know we all want to get rich, and I know a lot of us showed up in this space because, that's potentially where you're focused, but where'd my thing go? Where'd my tweet go? But in reality, I think, we all deserve to have a store of value. We all deserve to have access to a store of value. So it's an integral right of ours to, be able to store value like that. But in reality, if we are all really just thinking about getting rich, if we're really just worried about getting rich, and that's potentially our #1 goal, then there's a lot of other things we can do. There's a lot of other things we can do other than buying XRP, Health is a huge one. Health is a huge one. So I've been trying to make an effort to put more yoga videos on my channel because I actually do appreciate yoga a lot and I teach classes. So I'm going to put more videos on there. And I have a lot of workouts already on my channel and a lot of things like that I've been putting up. So if you see those videos show up and it doesn't say XRP, it says yoga or breathing exercise, share it with your friends. Exactly. Jake is 100% correct. If you're too focused right now on the price of XRP and you don't have any more money to invest, and you've done all the research you can, and you can't watch another YouTuber regurgitate the same facts over and over again and just for no reason at all, take a step away from your screens and go do some breathing and some movement. That's all we're going to do. Thanks for joining me today, guys. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button. Tai Chi, yes! Woo! Robert, thank you so much. Tai Chi Chuan also. I have a Bao Dao Jin exercise video on my channel too, so there you go. Thanks a bunch, guys. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button, click that like button, give me a thumbs up, show your support. I appreciate you guys for joining me. As always, have a great day. Until I see you next time. Adios. Adios. Farewell. Farewell.